Y'all don't want to say that. That's okay. God's glory can't fall. With this group over here talking about this group over there. We cannot be an effective witness of God's power in the world if we are divided. Because if we are divided, how are we going to bring somebody together? I wish y'all hear what I'm saying. And I'm through. And listen to what he says. Listen to what Jesus says. And you know, we talked about this in Bible study a couple weeks ago. This is what he said in John when he was praying. Just like Paul is praying, Jesus prayed in John. He prayed in John 17. He prays not just for his disciples at the time. He prays also for future believers. He prays for you and me before we had even been born. He says in verse 20, he says, I don't just pray for these alone, but also for those who will believe in me through their word. This is what he wants to happen with us. Verse 21, he says that they all, not some of them, see, some folk one and not all of us one, make a click. That they all may be one. I wish I had a witness here. As you, Father, are in me, and I in you. That they may all be one in us. And listen to this. Listen to what he says. This amazes me. He says that the world, this is why I want them to be one, that the world may believe that you sent me. When we come together, when the power of God brings us together as one, it becomes proof to the world that Jesus is real. I wish I had a witness here. When we come to the world, when the world sees us working together on one accord, it shows the world that Jesus really is the Son of God. And I don't know about you, but I want the world to see Jesus. I wish I had a witness here. I want the world to know the Jesus that I have. I want the world to know the love that I've experienced. Is there a witness here? I want the world to experience the power that has transformed my life. I want them to know that God really is able. Have I got a witness here? I want them to know that there is no power like God's power. Yes, and I love this passage. I've heard it all my life, but I see it now with new eyes because, I've always been told that God is able. But the question becomes, how do you really know how able he is? Somebody says, I know he's able because he paid my bills. Yeah, and that's good. He paid your bills. I know he's able because I got a promotion. Yeah, and that's good that you got a promotion. Have I got a witness here? Somebody says, I know he's able because I got approved for the loan. And thank God that you got the loan. But the true sign of God's ability in your life is in the things that money can buy. Have I got a witness here? There ought to be somebody here that can say, thank God for money, but I know he's able because I got something that money can buy. Have I got a witness here? I know he's able because I got peace Have I got a witness here? I know he's able because he kept my mind when I should have went crazy. Have I got a witness here? I know he's able. Things I used to do. Don't do it no more. Have I got a witness here? The places I used to go, I don't go no more. Have I got a witness? I know he will. I mean, you can praise him for what you want to, but I know he's able because a wonderful change has come over me. Have I got a witness here? Come on, if you don't mind, just look at your neighbor and say, I know God's able. Tell him I ain't got to ask nobody. Tell him I know for myself. Tell him if you want to see what God can do, look at me. If you want to see can God save somebody, look at me. If you want to see can God change somebody, look at me. If you want to see can God deliver somebody, look at me. Come on, if you mean it this morning, look at somebody and tell your neighbor, whatever it is that you're going through, the God I serve, He's able, He's able, He's able, He's able, He's able, He's able. Anybody know he's able? Can you give him glory? Because you know he's able. Come on, look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I know he's able. Tell him I know he's able. Tell him I am a witness that God has got power. And tell your neighbor, I can encourage you this morning and tell you there is no secret what God can do. What he's done for others, what he did for mama, what he did for daddy, what he did for your sister, what he did for your brother, what he did for me. He's able, he's able, he's able, he's able, he's and tell your neighbor the reason why I know he's able is because I tried him. One day I tried him. Said, here I am. He saved me. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes. You know your neighbor just thank him. Come on, everybody standing. Everybody standing. I'm through. Everybody standing. Come on, one more time. Look at somebody beside you. Say, whatever we need to do. Come on. Say that again. Say, whatever we need. God is able. Tell him God's going to do it. Tell him he's got the power. Come on, if you believe it, give him a praise right there. Everything he said is going to happen. Sooner or later, you're going to work it out. Come on, somebody just thank you. Thank you. Come on, just thank you. Somebody thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you, Lord, today. Somebody say why? Because you care for me in such a special way. That's why everybody can do it. I lift you up and I magnify your name. That's why my heart is filled with praise. Come on, if we open the doors to church, everybody say it. Come on. I love you. I love you. Come on, say it. I love you. I love you, Lord, today. Somebody say why? Because you care for me in such a special way. That's why I lift you up. I lift you up and I magnify your name. That's why my heart is filled with praise. Listen. The door is open. Somebody here right now needs to give your life to Jesus. You need to make a decision. So the power of God